Hello and good morning to everyone. So in today's pattern, we will be looking KMP algorithm. So what is this algorithm used for? So basically, it is used to find occurrences of a pattern inside a given string. So let me give you when and how it is used. And so suppose you are given a text whose length is n and a pattern p whose length is m, and what you have to do is you have to find all the occurrences of p, that is pattern, inside the text. So let's see. So suppose we are given with the string s, this string s, and this is the pattern, and we have to find all the starting indexes where this pattern is present. So if we'll see in normal case how much time complexity will be taking. So what we do is we go at each index, then start matching. A is matched again, again and again. Now see, this A and B is mismatched. So what we do is we again go to the next point and again start matching from the starting of the pattern. So the time complexity is big of n into m, because at each index in the string, that is total n indexes, we will be looking the next m characters whether they are equal to the pattern or not. So the time complexity is big of n into m. So to reduce this time complexity, we will be using KMP algorithm, because if you have noticed, some characters are compared again and again in the above case. See, these five A's, the five A's present initially. So initially we have matched A. We have matched these five characters, and then the sixth character is mismatched. So instead of matching these four A's again, can't we reuse them again? So let's see how KMP will handle this thing. That is, so whenever mismatch happen, what KMP does is it does not restart matching the pattern from the starting index, right? What it does is it use the information from the pattern. So whenever any mismatch happens, we will see how many matched characters can we reuse again, right? So whenever there is a mismatch, instead of starting from the index number 0, we'll see that how many characters we can reuse, right? So the next question is how to find these characters, right? How to find the those characters which we can reuse. So suppose we are given a string s, that is AB, and suppose we have matched AB, right? This is our pattern, right? And then mismatch happen here. So see, this is the matched part. So how can we use the matched part? So if you'll see all the prefix in the matched part, the prefix are A, ABA, and AB, right? The prefix are those strings that start from starting point, yeah. And then suffix is A, BA, ABA, and then BA, right? These four prefix and suffix are there. So if you see which prefix which prefix is equal to suffix, A is equal to AB is not equal to BA, ABA is equal to ABA, right? This is also equal, this is also not equal. So the matched prefix are A and ABA, right? So what is our matched part? Our matched part was ABA, right? So instead of starting from the index number 0, see, this is the final part of the matched part, and this is the initial part, ABA. So if we shift our pattern, right? If we shift our pattern, can't we reuse this ABA wala part, right? Yes, we can reuse it again. So what we how we have find this ABA part? We have seen which prefix in the pattern is equal to suffix, and we have taken the largest one. So because A and ABA both were matching, but the larger one was ABA, so we have taken ABA, right? So what we do is, instead of starting from index number 0, we will be using this matched part ABA again, and then start checking from this part B, right? So this thing is called as longest prefix suffix. It is called as LPS, and we find LPS of a pattern. We find pattern LPS of a pattern, not the given string or text. So let's see what LPS will tell us. So LPS of index number I. LPS of index I tells the length of the longest proper prefix, which is also suffix for the substring in the pattern from index 0 to I, right? So as you have seen, A B A, right? For LPS of 4 is equal to 3, because the prefix ABA, this one, is equal to the suffix ABA, right? This prefix is equal to this suffix, and the length is 3. So LPS of I tells us the length of the longest prefix, which is also a suffix in the substring of the pattern P, right? Now the next question is, how we will be finding this LPS, right? So let's see the algorithm for construction of LPS. So LPS of 0 is 0. LPS of 0 is 0. Why? Because string of length 1, string of length 1 has no proper prefix and no suffix. So if there is no proper prefix, no suffix, then that means the answer is 0, right? And then we what we do is, we will use a variable length which is initialized to 0 initially, length equal to 0 initially. And what it does is, it keeps track of the length of the previous longest prefix suffix. Basically it stores the maximum length which we have already matched, like for which prefix equal to suffix, right? And then what we do is, we traverse the pattern from index 1 onwards, right? We'll be traversing the pattern from index 1, and we compare current character, that is pattern of I, that is character at index I, with character at index length. Length is the longest previous prefix equal to suffix. And based on this comparison, we have three different possible cases. So we will be looking at each case one by one. So suppose pattern of 1, pattern of I is equal to pattern of length. Let's take an example, A only, right? Suppose initially our length is equal to 0. So we are at right now index number 1. So what is our string? Our string is AB. So the prefix is A and the suffix is B. So a pattern of I is not equal to pattern of length, but we'll be looking this case here, right? But suppose we are at this index. Sorry. Sorry. Suppose we are at index number 2, that is I is equal to 2, and our length is equal to 0, because AB hasn't matched. So pattern of length, that is A, and pattern of I yani 2 is also A. So both A and A is matched. So in that case, if you see, this prefix is equal to this suffix, so what we do is, we'll increase length by 1. We increase length by 1 and assign LPS of I, that is longest prefix suffix of 2, as that length. So if you see in the string at this point, what is the longest prefix and suffix that is equal is 1, this a is equal to this a, right? So I hope you get the case number 1, and then what we do is we will be moving to the next index. So next let's see the case number 2. In case number 2 is the condition is that pattern eh, character at index I in the pattern is not equal to character at index number length, and the initial length is equal to 0. So again take the same example, a b a b c, a b a b, right? So initially length is equal to 0, right? And lps of 0 is also 0. Then we start our loop from I is equal to 1. So this is our I, this is our length. A is not equal to b, and our length is equal to 0. So in this AB string there is not a single prefix which is equal to suffix. So what we do is we directly set LPS of I equal to 0. So LPS of 1 here in this example is 0, and what we do is then we move to the next character. Then sorry, then there is a third case which is the important case. So in case number 3 we have pattern of I is not equal to pattern of length, and what if length is greater than 0? That means we have some previously matched prefix equal to suffix. So pattern of I is not equal to pattern of length, that means we cannot extend the previous matched prefix further, right? So what we do is there might be a possibility that there will be some shorter prefix which is also a suffix that matches the current position, right? It may be possible, we won't be sure. So what we do is, so instead of comparing all the prefixes manually, what we do is we'll reuse previously computed lps values, since pattern of 0 to length minus 1 equals pattern of I minus length to I minus 1, right? As we have matched length, our previously matched prefix suffix is of length l, that means prefix from 0 to length minus 1, right, is equal to suffix which is I minus length to I minus 1, right? So we have already matched this prefix and this suffix. So what we can do is we can fall back to LPS of length minus 1. That is, we will be checking in this prefix that whether there is any shorter prefix which is equal to suffix, and then we will be updating our length. So what we do is we will be doing LPS of length minus 1, that is the next best prefix length inside the already matched prefix, yeah, right? And already matched prefix is from 0 to l minus length minus 1 up to that index, right? So maybe you are thinking why haven't we do length minus minus, why we have taken lps of length minus 1? So the reason is that many of the lengths are not possible to find, only some prefix lengths are valid candidates, right? And those valid ones are exactly stored in the lps chain. As we know, we have matched prefix equal to suffix, and the value we are storing in lps value, right? So instead of randomly using any length, what we do is we will see which prefix and suffix we have already matched, so that we can extend them further and check whether is it possible to extend them further. Suppose at some point we have matched AB and AB, so is it possible to get this, right? ABC, oh sorry, ABC. So is it possible to make this prefix and suffix somewhat like this, right? So that's why we are using lps of length minus 1, not directly length minus minus, right? So how this is helpful? So basically this reduces the prefix size we are matching and avoids the some redundancies. right? And in this case we won't increment I immediately. We don't increment I immediately. Instead what we do is we retry the current pattern with the new updated length. So let's understand this algorithm with a proper example. So what we have taken is, so our pattern is a b a b c a b a b, right? So length will store the length of previous longest prefix suffix, and initially it is equal to 0, and LPS of 0 is 0, as I already told you. Suppose a, there is no proper prefix, there is no proper suffix, so length is 0. Then what we do is we have gone to index number I is equal to 1. So at I is equal to 1 our substring is AB, right? So it has prefix as a and suffix as b. That means length is equal to 0, I is equal to 1. So if you'll see the condition, pattern of length is not equal to pattern of I, and the second condition is length equal to 0. So as we have discussed, in this case we will directly make LPS of I equal to 0, right? So LPS of 1 will become 0. So then we move to the next index, which is index number 2. At index number 2 we have ABA, and our length is 0 and I is equal to 2. So P of 0, that is A, and P of I yani 2, it is also A. So the thing is that P of I equal to P of length, right? Means this is matching to this. So in that case what we were doing is we just increase length by 1. So our length will now become 1, and LPS of I will become equal to length. So LPS of 2 is equal to 1. So we have got 0 0 and 1 in the LPS till now, right? Next then we move to the next index, that is I is equal to 3. So at I is equal to 3 also our length is equal to 1. So P of 1, that is B, and P of 3 is also B, so again matched. So again length now become from 1 to 2, and LPS of 3 will become 2. So our LPS is 0 0 1 2, right? So next we move to index number 4. So now this one is important case, like the third case where mismatch is also happens and length is greater than 0. So I equal to 4 and length is equal to 2. So P of 2 is A and P of I is equal to C. So P of length is not equal to P of I, and length is also no greater than 0. This is the third case. So in that case what we were doing, we were using our fallback mechanism where we were updating length by LPS of length minus 1. So what is our length? Length is 2. So LPS of, what is our current LPS? 0 0, I think 1 and 2. Yeah, 0 0 1 and 2, right? So LPS length is 2 minus 1 is 1. So LPS of 1 is 0, right? So now we will update length by 0. So again we do the same step, that is P of length, P of 0, that is A, and P of I, that is C. So again mismatch happens, but now our length is 0. So this is the second case. So we directly make LPS of 4 as 0. So now our LPS will become 0 0 1 2 and 0. Now again we will be discussing why LPS of length minus 1. So as we are unable to move with the prefix of length L, right? So what we do is we try to match with the smaller prefix which is length minus 1, right? Current length that we have matched earlier was length, then it we were unable to extend it further, so we will try with length minus 1, that can we extend it further, and its value is stored in LPS of length minus 1. So that's why we are using LPS of length minus 1. So next we will move to the next index, that is I is equal to 5. At I is equal to 5 we have the string ABCA, right? And our length is currently 0. So see, this and this, these two are again matched, so length will become 1 and LPS of 5 will make us 1. Next our string is, see, then again our I will be increased. So next we go to this point, and here B is there, right? So this is also matched. At I is equal to 6, B is equal to B. So LPS of 6 is 2. Then I is equal to 7, A will match with A. Then 8 matched. So with these steps we got the final LPS array, that is 0 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 and 4, right? That means here if you see AB 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 AB, so suppose if mismatch happens here, then instead of starting from this point, right, we'll be using these characters, these matched characters. So we'll be shifting it by 4 points. So suppose if our string is a b a b c a b a, and then suppose we get d, right? So see, this b is not equal to this d. So instead of starting matching from the this point, what we'll do is we'll shift by 4 values, that is we'll be starting matching from this point, because see, these a b a are already matched, right? So we want to be matching these first three characters, we'll be starting from the index number this, right? So so this is the code for LPS. So what we have done is we have taken the length as 0, and then we are starting from I is equal to 1, right? And we are iterating over the whole pattern, and then checking all the three condition, that if pattern of I is equal to pattern of length, that means match case. So in match case what we were doing is we increasing the length and making LPS of I equal to length, and incrementing our I pointer. Else there are two condition of mismatch ka two conditions, that is if mismatch happens and length equal to 0 or length is greater than 0. So if mismatch happens and length is greater than 0 means this else case, then we directly mark it as 0 and increment our index. Else what we are doing is we are using the fallback mechanism and make the length as LPS of length minus 1, and in this case we are not incrementing our index I, right? And at the end we'll get our LPS, longest prefix suffix. Now let's move ahead and see what to do once we get our LPS. So suppose we are given this text, that this text, and we have to find the this pattern inside this text, right? And we have calculated the LPS for this pattern, right? So this is our LPS, that is 0 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 and 4. So this is our LPS. So what we do is, so now we will be starting matching. So we have taken I pointer for the text, I pointer for the text, and J pointer for the pattern. So initially both I and J is equal to 0, and A is equal to A means matched. So in case of matching we'll increment I pointer and J pointer, right? And again B equal to B, again incrementing I and J, again A is matched, again incremented, again B is matched, again incremented. Now both are at I equal to 4 and J is also equal to 4. Now the case is mismatch happens at this point. See, AB is matched, AB is matched, this D and C is mismatched. So what we see, we'll see what is the LPS of this, LPS of J. So LPS of J is 0, so we'll update J to 0, right? We have updated j to LPS of j minus 1 yani j is equal to 2. So it is updated to j is equal to 0, right? J has become 0. Now see, again our I is 4 and j is 0. So again d is not equal to a. So in that case, as if j is equal to 0, we just increment I, right? And we'll start checking from the next pointer, that is 5. I is equal to 5. So at I is equal to 5 and j is equal to 0, again a is equal to a matched. Then we move to the next pointers, b is equal to b matched, move to the next pointers, a again matched, again 8 and 3. So c equal to b, right? But here j is equal to 3. Now we update j is equal to LPS of j minus 1. J is 3, so LPS of 2. So if you'll see, LPS of 2 is 1. So now our j will become 1. So our j will become 1. A and so again we'll check, again mismatch. So again j is equal to LPS of j minus 1 yani 1 minus 1 is 0 and LPS of 0 is 0. So we updated j to 0, right? And we are not changing I, if you have noticed, right? Then again we check whether c is equal to a. No, c is not equal to a. So if mismatch happens, then there are two cases. If mismatch happens, then if j is equal to 0, if j is equal to 0, then we directly increment I, that's it. And if j is not equal to 0, then we mark j equal to LPS of j minus 1. We are updating by this, and then again checking the same things, right? So this way we'll be checking for all the indexes, and the answer will be storing the start index of the matched pattern. So if you'll see the code, so we have one I pointer and one j pointer, right? And until our I is less than text size, so if text of I is equal to pattern of j, right, then we will incrementing I plus plus I and j, right? We will shift both by one indexes ahead. And if our j pointer is equal to pattern dot size, means we have found one pattern inside our what you call it, string from this I up to this index I. Then what we do is we will be taking the start index. So what will the start index? Start index is I minus the length of this pattern is j, so that is I minus j. And then again update our j with LPS of j minus 1, because suppose if pattern is AB, right, and we have matched this AB, then we check whether this BA is there or this AB is there, right? So this way we'll be updating j with LPS of j minus 1, not make j to 0, right? And the second case is mismatch happens. So suppose if mismatch happens, and this case, if j equal to 0, then we directly increment our I pointer. And if j is not equal to 0, then we'll use the previously matched characters using LPS of j minus 1, right? So I hope I'm able to explain how to make LPS, and then once we get the LPS, how to use that LPS to find the all the occurrences of the pattern in the question. So please, if you like the solution, make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.